Hello everyone out there in this beautiful world. Today is what I want to talk to you about is making a committed decision versus just being interested in something. Now my name is Chad Reynolds. I am a law of attraction mindset coach who's been coached by Bob Proctor and a bunch of others. One of the pressing information messages that I always get from people is the fact is, why isn't nothing happening in my life that I want to happen and I'm doing the thing I'm supposed to be doing? So let's dive right into that and let's understand what you're doing, why it's not working, all right? So the first thing that we need to find out is, what is it that you want? And you say that you are working on something. So I want you to be honest with yourself. And I want you to figure out what you are doing to get what you want to get in life. And is that thing that you're doing a committed decision, or are you just interested? Now, here's the difference in the two. When you're committed, you're going to do whatever it takes until you get the thing that you're wanting. In other words, there's nothing that's going to stop you. If you're just interested, which where a lot of people fall, but they don't realize it, is you're going to do whatever's convenient. So if it was convenient for me to read a book in the mornings, or do a gratitude list, or get up early, or hold the door open for people, or go to a seminar, or study a program, when it's convenient, you're going to do it. But if it's not convenient, what are you going to do? You're going to pull an excuse. You're going to have excuses for why you didn't do that. And they're going to be a good excuse. I'm not saying they're not going to be a bad excuse. But that good excuse that you have gets carried on and carried on and carried on. Every once in a while, if something's got to be dismissed, hey, we're all human. We're all going to do that. But more often than not, we are not doing the thing that we need to do with a committed decision constantly and getting the results we want. We stop before the results start coming in, and then we ask ourselves, why is it not working? Well, if you took that statement alone, why is it not working? And you understand that we become what we think about. So what am I thinking about? Well, I'm thinking about why this doesn't work. Well, that's not the right thing to be thinking about. It's kind of like the person who has a goal and their goal is to get out of debt. That's got to be the worst goal you can set, because your mind is constantly thinking, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt. That's not a very positive mindset to have. So it's what we want to do is think from the wish fulfilled. Then we want to insert a commitment on what we're willing to do. Now, the first thing people might say is, well, I got to have I'll have a plan B. If you have a plan B, it pretty much means you don't have faith in plan A. You're already making an, again, excuse why plan A won't work, so you have a backup plan of plan B. So there's no faith, there's no commitment, there's just confusion up here. And then you ask somebody like me, well, how come this didn't work? Well, maybe you should look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I doing all the things that I'm supposed to be doing constantly? See, the thing is, we tend to think that when we do something for ourselves, it's just got to be done temporary. Like, would you go and temporarily put gas in your car every week? Temporarily take a shower every day just for a few days, and that's all I got to do? Temporarily eat food? Temporarily do all the things? Your daughter's hungry, or your kid's hungry. I'm going to feed him for a couple days, but that's about it. And he's on his own. You know, we don't do that, but we do it to ourselves. If I say I'm going to do something every single day, that's what I'm going to do until the results from that thing start to flow in. And then maybe I'm going to want to do something even more. And now I know, I understand how this thing works. I'm going to push myself more to do the things that I need to do for bigger things to come in. You know, they say, what I'm grateful for, God will give me more to be grateful for. But if I am not grateful for anything, where am I going to go? If I'm not making no committed decisions, if I'm not doing anything, I think Bob Proctor says it the best when he says, if a man without a goal is like a ship without a rudder. What exactly are you going to do in life? You have got to do something different. Read, commit to something. Say, I'm going to do this, and have standards. Build a standard around that thing. This is my standard. There is no exceptions here. This is what I'm going to do. You know, if you got a power bill in the mail, could you imagine calling the power company and saying, okay, well, look, I didn't work that many hours last week. I didn't sleep really good Thursday night, and that's my excuse why I didn't pay my bill? No, they would turn your power off. Same with water. They don't take excuses, but why do you give your own self excuses? Because your paradigm, your thinking says, well, I can do that to myself, but I can't do it to anybody else. So again, we are our own worst critics. So I hope this video helps some of you out. Listen, make a decision, make a committed decision, and follow through with it. If you want to know more about making a committed decision, get a hold of me. Let's go through a program called Thinking Into Results. And the name of the program says it all. We're going to figure out what you want. We're going to go through the knowing doing gap, the terror bear. There's so many modules in that program that Bob Proctor created to completely change your life. And I've been through it quite a few times, and I know the program very well, and I'm very confident that I can take you through it as long as you make a committed decision. So if you like this video, please click like, click share, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.